Hello, everyone. Hello, are you guys ready? Unfortunately, I really hope that we won't get buffer and lag. I feel like it might happen, unfortunately. But I have a surprise. Are you ready? Hi! Welcome, everyone. Welcome. Hello! Hi, give it a minute to give some buffer. We will wait 1 minute before we start doing any sort of chatties. Definitely want the buffer to sort of settle down. We'll give it a minute or two. But hello, everyone. Welcome, welcome, welcome. How are you today? All right, let's get this mic in a beautiful position on my face. Nice place. Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you. I've been working on it over the few days when I was MIA. I've been, trying to make it look all good. Kuma's attended. I have some refreshments and some fruit because that's always good. Let me know when the buffer kind of stops a bit and then we can jump into it. But I do agree. I want the buffer to sort of settle down. I hope we don't get too much bad lag. I hope. Dude, Naruto's is life. Kuma, yeah. Kuma wanted the table, so I wasn't gonna say no to him. I said, okay, you can have the table. That's fine. That's fine. Now, do you see how many microphones I have prepared? Obviously not for tonight specifically. However, I do have some extra microphones. I can have up to 2 guests. Maybe 4 if I squeeze over to the side a bit. But yeah, I can have up to 2 guests. Whenever that happens, obviously. Whenever that happens, which isn't, I don't really know when that'll happen. All right, hang on. Why not? Why not, Kevin? Is it sponsored by Coca-Cola? No. That's just like, I'm going to try and swap the drinks out every time so it feels more realistic. So next time we might have energy drink or we might have bottles of water or something like that. Or I can just leave it until Coca-Cola brand decides to come after me for being indie. The dream to be a sponsor, the dream. Now, I was asking before we get started on everything, mutes, wait, no, not mutes, alerts are muted. They will still show up on the stream, but they are muted, and I won't acknowledge them during the podcast. I will, blah, 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 blah. I will acknowledge all members, super chats, donos, and all that sort of stuff. I will acknowledge at the end once we've officially finished, because I want to treat the podcast to where I can crop out the start, crop out the end, and upload the middle part to Spotify or something. Obviously, that might take some time. I need to figure that out, so. You need G Fuel sponsor with the fake gamer drink. Yeah, Naruto's got something like 600 episodes or something, or 800 episodes or something like that with filler. Yeah, it's a lot. There's a lot. How's the lag feeling? Is it good? How are we feeling with lag? Is it good? It feels weird not having any music playing, so I'm going to have to do a lot of talking. If you guys want music, just maybe play it on your end very quietly. So maybe open up Spotify or YouTube, find a song that goes for a couple of hours, and then like just decrease the volume to like maybe 15 or something percent. And then that way it feels like maybe there's music playing for you. But I was listening to some podcasts, and yeah, no one uses music while they're talking, so it makes sense. I do think when we get multiple people on at the same time, it'll be a lot, because we'll be bouncing off each other and stuff. It'll be even better, yeah. Yeah. Okay. Hey, Kazu, how are you? Hi. All right, so I think we're good. All right. I have like a whole speech prepared. Okay. You guys ready? Okay, I have like a whole speech because I'm so lame. No, like at the moment. Nice. You'll love to hear it. I've never heard a podcast BGM. That's what I assumed. Okay. Lag is so bad, really, Andy? Fudge. So some of you guys are getting lag and some of you guys are not getting lag. I'm really sorry. I wish I could fix it, but I just can't. I'm really sorry. Bring your own, yeah, is it BYO? Bring your own BYO music. Yeah. Okay. Terrible love stories. Bad love advice. Can sticks of butter be used in a relationship? That's what we're here for today. Welcome, everyone. I'm your host, Neena Makurano, and welcome to the Neena's All In podcast, where we talk about different topics, answer questions, and read some of the viewer comments at the end. Today's topic is going to be an interesting one. Weird relationship problems. What in the world could that mean? I have, in fact, been being received multiple, not only one or two, but multiple submissions in regards to relationships. What's happening in your relationship, seeking advice, just bad things that has happened. I read a few, I've giggled a few times. I think the butter one got me cackling. We'll go through it. Don't worry. Now, there's a few topics that were submitted, and I've actually didn't put those into today's podcast because that will actually be covered in a future podcast. It was a couple of questions was in relation to dating viewers, dating other streamers. I have decided that that will be in a completely category of its own. So I will not be taking those questions today. I will be answering those next time, but that will be a complete topic of its own. So don't feel sad if I don't discuss yours today. It's all good. All right, so I don't even know how to start this one. Let's see. Okay. Now this one got me laughing. This was the first one that I've got today. I'm not sure what my boyfriend's name is, and it's a bit too late to ask. I'm a 23 female dating a 26-year-old male. We met on Tinder. His name is Shiriram. I'm pretty sure he just goes by the second syllable. I'm not entirely sure, and I'm not sure if it's pronounced Ram or Ram. I introduced him to my roommate and was like, hey, this is the special guy I told you about. I was hoping he'd say his name when he introduced himself, but he didn't. We've been in a relationship for over a month. I can't ask him what his name is now. I googled Shirirama pronunciation. I can't find the results. Also, my apologies if I do say this incorrectly. My Google thought I activated her. Poor thing. I said the word. Oopsie. I'm sure he told me how to say his name in the days that we have met, but I was so drunk that night, I forgot. He asked me over text today if I could say his name during sex. I said, sure. Now I'm in an urgent need-to-know basis of how to actually say his name. Is it pronounced Shriram? 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 Siriram? Siriram? Shreram? Shreram? I do not know. Please help by either telling me how to say his name or help me come up with the way to say his name. TLDR, my boyfriend's name is Shriram. How the fuck do you pronounce it like that? It's too late to ask. So unfortunately, by the sounds of it, our sounds like she's in a relationship with someone for over a month. He wants her to say his name whilst they have sex. She has no idea how to pronounce his name. That's a little bit awkward. Okay. Unfortunately, I also think I've said it incorrectly. It's spelt Shriram. Shriram. Shriram? I do not know. I can't help you. I'm so sorry. Good luck. Good luck, soldier. We got this. So, going further down, they actually did give me a reply. So this is the actual outcome, which is I'm so glad because I don't even know how to say his name. So I apologize if I said this wrong and you're listening. Sorry. I decided to try to double check before having sex. Just to confirm. At this point, I decided I was onto him. I thought, he knows I don't know his name, right? Surely he's just fucking with me. I accepted the challenge. I asked out of curiosity, what does your family call you? My name. Great, thanks. So then I maybe asked him, what do your friends call you? Shroom, as a nickname. That doesn't help either because she doesn't call him Shroom. I asked him to sign a birthday card for my roommate. It wasn't actually her birthday. I was just hoping that he could maybe write his name whilst pronouncing it. He signed it Jerry. Apparently, Jerry was an overheard conversation about making a reservation with a fake name, and it stuck. Oof. I asked him to teach me some of his language. Tamazi? I don't know how to say this word, sorry. I learned to ask and answer, what is your name? I asked him for practice, and he said Jerry again. I was not amused. I asked him what his name was, and he said it was named after some god. I can tell you the story later. And he went on about some sort of story. I wasn't really paying attention. I was more focused on how to say his name. Yikes. As he started making out with me, which I could see would soon lead to sex. Children, please cover your ears. Remember our conversation yesterday? He asked while taking his pants off. This is not how I thought this was going to go. I told him yes. Anyway, I got to the point. I knew I had to go for it and was like, "Oh, Rom." He collapsed on top of me and laughed hysterically for 10 minutes. What a mood killer. He told me he knew I didn't know his name. I admitted to everything, even this post, which he laughed at hysterically as well. I told him I figured he knew and accepted the challenge. He told me he knew that I didn't know his name and he was doing this all along. Edit. I forgot to mention one way I tried to figure out his name was to check his Facebook for pronunciations, but all I got was D's nuts. His Facebook says his name is pronounced D's nuts. Even the audio says. Bruh. Oh. That's definitely weird in a relationship. Could you imagine being in that scenario where you were with your partner for over a month and you don't know how to say their name? You know how it's spelt, but you do not know how to say their name. Could you imagine how awkward that is, especially when they ask you to say it in a very sexual tone and you're like, oh, okay. I am very happy to say that I have never been in this situation before. But I'm glad that he has a great sense of humor and he knew that she couldn't pronounce his name and led on to this whole, I don't even know. There's no time of how, like, the duration of this, but it seems it went on for a couple of days and the girl must have, like, just been panicking. It's so awkward. These are real, yes. Okay, well, luckily I don't need to give any advice on this one because it has been done. I think I would have made up a name. I would have done something like a pet name. Because I feel like in the first in the first few months of your relationship is when you start to know each other the best, and that's sort of when you come up with a pet name. And not your typical babe or honey or baby or something like that. I'm talking like an actual nickname that only you would call them. I would totally get a nickname ready in advance for anything like that again. So it's really good that he was able to have a laugh about it. I'm assuming she knows how to say it correctly. It never actually gave me the final she learned how to say it, but I'm just going to go ahead and assume. Can you imagine, though? You're about to have sex, and you say their name incorrectly, and then they just start laughing at you? How awkward. Well, I'm glad that that one was, I'm really glad that that was sorted. So these are a mixture of both viewer submissions and internet stories. Let me go ahead and make a new folder. Okay. Nope, I don't want to do that one. Okay. This one is a two-part. Part 1, Part 2. Stupidest question ever. Is there any polite way to suggest to your man to curl his eyelashes? I am 100% aware of how silly this is, and it's no big deal if he doesn't. However, I'm currently dating a man with eyelashes that are very straight and slope down. They almost cover his eyes and block out any light reflecting from them, which gives him a major case of zombie eyes. I'm not kidding. If you look at him, you cannot see a single spark of light, and it's sort of disconcerting. Concerning? Might have been a misspell. They cover his pupils as well, so any changes in dilation are blurred, making it look like he has eyes that just aren't moving at all. Very nice guy. Has eyelashes that make him look like a very nice dead guy. Is there any socially acceptable way to suggest to an eye curler to a man, or should I content myself with the dating of the dead? So, of course you could suggest an eyelash curler to a guy. We're in 2022. Guys wear makeup, girls wear makeup, girls wear baggy clothes, boys wear baggy clothes, guys wear heels, girls wear heels. You know, everyone wears lipstick and nail polish nowadays. Just be like, hey babe, you should try on my eyelashes, my eyelash curler. I mean, you could probably do it while they sleep, but I don't know. I don't think he's blind. He just simply has very long eyelashes that apparently slope down. So if you think about it, if you close your eyes, or if you even just touch your eyes with your hand, you'll feel that your eyelashes come out a little bit, but they curl upwards, like they go up. So by the sounds of it, they say they slope down. So that's very interesting. I will admit, I'm like touching my eyelashes as we speak. And no, mine curl up. I don't know what they'd look like if they curled down. That's really weird. I feel like if they slope down, he must have really long lashes, because she states that she can't see his pupils. Damn, that'd be some real long I'm jealous. Oh, I would love long eyelashes. So what I'm hearing from this is that his eyelashes are really long and luscious, and she wants him to curl them to look beautiful. Now, there is a part 2. So apparently, it took a couple of years, and he finally curled his eyelashes. How did you do it? He found my eyelash curler and asked what it was for. So I politely sat with him and I told him how to use it and to test it out. He said he didn't notice any difference, but his eyes sparkled for the first time. Aww. He's not going to keep doing it, but at least I know he has pupils and I know what they look like. I didn't ask him. By the way, he did ask me. Aww. So he must have, like, it said it took a couple of years. So I'm going to go ahead and assume that maybe over the few years, maybe she pointed hints out to him, or maybe he felt a little bit self-conscious in the way that his eyes looked. And so therefore he was looking at her using the eyelash curler and thought maybe he'd try it. But eyelash curlers, for any boys out there, eyelash curlers look like a death trap. They look scary. They look like they're gonna chop off your eyes. And then when you put it, you wiggle it in between your eyelashes, and you have to like squeeze it really tight, and it feels like you're about to rip off your lashes. They're not comfortable. Obviously, you shouldn't tug. Ladies will know what I'm talking about. You shouldn't tug on them. But like when you wiggle them in between your eyelash and you squeeze them, it does feel like you're about to rip them off. So I could understand his concerns. And since his girlfriend seems to know about makeup since she had a pair, it was probably the safest thing to do was to ask her for help. That was probably a really smart idea. But I'm really curious. I obviously don't want them to send photos if they don't feel comfortable, but I really want to see what these look like. I can only imagine these eyelashes that slope long and downwards, like from like a Dr. Seuss type of character. Because Dr. Seuss characters have really over-exaggerated, features. So or even like Nightmare Before Christmas, style. I could just imagine something really crazy. I want to see these eyelashes really badly. I'm actually really curious. But I'm glad to see that he had the confidence to ask for help. So good on him. Also, there's nothing wrong with boys putting on girl stuff, girls putting on boy stuff. There's some boys out there that can put on makeup, like, jealous. They do it better than me, 100%. I wear some makeup, especially when I go to, well, not really when I go to work, but like when I go out. So I can understand that concept, feel a little bit nice when you go out, a little bit presentable. But my goodness, anyone that can do the makeup from top to bottom, chef's kiss. I'm proud of you. Mwah. Color me jealous. Now, this was a Morrow submission, so I'm not going to say who it is. For the Weird Relationships Problem live stream. Whenever I meet a new girl and she shows a type of interest in me, I start flirting. There's nothing wrong with that. I'm a massive flirt. I like it. However, I'm the type of person that wants a genuine relationship. And when I regain control over my hormones, I stop flirting and I apologize for my bad behavior. I think it depends on the scenario you're in, though, and like where this is happening. After this, our friendship literally shatters, and then the interest disappears. Both of us won't text each other anymore, and it hurts quite a bit. But I never judge. I think, well, that's what I get for being too cocky. No. I mean, on phone, I would act all cool and stuff like that, and in real life, I'm even scared to touching her hand. Oh. I never get the feeling of being forgiven after... Wait, hang on. I never get the feeling of being forgiven after giving such a bad impression. How do I deal with this? Every opinion, critique, and advice is welcome. Okay, so let's go from top to bottom. You say that whenever you meet a new girl, and she does show a similar interest in you, you start flirting. I think there's nothing wrong with that. When I find a boy kind of cute, I'm just like, I go a little bit flustery in the cheeks, and I'm like, yo, how you doing? I go a little bit flirtatious as well. There's absolutely nothing wrong with that whatsoever. Obviously, don't be like crazy in her face, being like, yo, what a date? Because that's the thing, it's like, all right, calm down. But just being like, compliment what they look like, compliment their hair, tell them that, I don't know, just tell them anything, really. Then it says, however, I'm the type of person that wants a genuine relationship. I think a lot of people do, especially when you start to hit a certain peak in your years. And you say that when you regain your control of your hormones, I'm assuming you're flirtatious, you stop flirting and you apologize for your bad behavior. And then after this, your friendship shatters. Okay, so don't do that. Don't apologize for being you. There's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with being flirtatious and still being professional. There's nothing wrong with that whatsoever. If you want to be flirtatious but keeping it professional, you can. You 100% can. 100% you can do that. You can. I think apologizing means that you've done something wrong. And if you are the flirtatious type, you shouldn't apologize for that because that's just you being you. If you inappropriately touched her, if you inappropriately gave her an insult without meaning to, yes, maybe you should apologize. But if you're simply having a minor flirtatious and then you're apologizing for doing it, then she will get, or he, they will get the impression that you did do something wrong, and it will give them the, I want to step away from you, like, feeling, correct? I know that if someone was flirting with me and then they apologize, they'd be like, oh, wait, was that meant to be inappropriate? Wait, hang on. And then I'm second guessing instead of taking it as it was meant to be, a cute flirtatious. So first and foremost, if you're going to be flirtatious, don't apologize. Unless it was inappropriate. Like if you inappropriately said something about her boobs or something, then it's like, okay, don't do that. You know? But then you say that both of you weren't text anymore, and it hurts quite a bit. I can understand that. Especially if you've been talking to this person for a while. I can understand that, you know, you've been messaging back and forth for a few months, you get flirtatious, and then you apologize, and it gets awkward. Again, don't apologize. And now you're not texting anymore. You could always go back to the, like, not so much a friend zone per se, but you could try to go back to, like, the friending aspect and just ask them how their day was. Ask them what their plans are for the weekend without anything more, like no innuendo attached to that. Ask them, you know, about their pets or anything in regards to their, you know, favorite TV shows or movies or music. Just get back into the general conversation aspect of it to then maybe start over. Let's see. So then you say, on the phone, I would act all cool, and then in real life, I'm scared to touch her. That's understandable. When you're not face to face with another person, you can act a lot more chill. I know I've done it. I'll admit it. This is an all-in podcast. I'm going all in. I had a boy that I liked. And through phone, like through messengers, I was very flirtatious. I was very upfront. I was very, you know, Neena. But then in person, I was like... I panicked. I was like, oh, hi, peanut butter. Like, what? So I can understand talking to someone for so long over some sort of device, mobile, computer, tablet, whatever it is, versus actual face-to-face interaction. It's completely different, especially since we had so many lockdowns over the last couple of years. It's even harder to try and talk to people face-to-face because you're always behind a computer screen or a screen of some sort, maybe your mobile. So I can understand that, you know, when you go to deal with someone face-to-face, it's very overwhelming emotionally, mentally, probably spiritually. Like, you're probably just very overwhelmed. Anxiety kicks in. I'm pretty sure a lot of us get that. I personally get it too. I haven't, like, when COVID first came in and we were all in lockdown for like 6 months, I live alone. I live alone. I had no one to touch, to talk to cuddle with, to interact with in person for 6 months. I mean, I'm an introvert and have anxiety, so it was okay. But then when I went out to the real world again, I was like, boy, dog, tree, grass. I didn't know what to do. So I can understand that feeling of, like, you know, you're definitely scared to touch. So, I mean, I definitely wouldn't touch someone straight away. I think don't ever touch another person without their permission, or unless you're dating. If someone walked up to me and touched me, I'd probably slap them and then yell, you know, bloody murder. So, you know, definitely don't touch another person without their permission, or unless maybe you're helping them up. But even then, you just be like, hey, is it okay if I help you up? Like, ask their permission. So, yeah, don't touch her, please. But then you said, I never get the feeling of being forgiven after giving such a bad impression. How do I deal with this? So, like I said, if you would like to attempt this relationship again, I reckon go back to the friend part of just contacting them and asking how their day goes, what their plans are for the weekend, asking what their favorite kind of movies are, or if you do know those questions, and maybe ask them about it. So you know that their favorite TV show is Grey's Anatomy, because that's one of mine. Then I would ask her about the episodes that she's recently watched, or if you know that she loves camping and because COVID she can't, ask her what she would like to do in as a replacement to help with that. So I think just go back to the friend zone just to get back into it, and then over time, bring in little cheeky flirtatious sentences here or there without pushing your luck, if that makes sense. So yeah, thank you for the anonymous submission. I appreciate that. Thank you for giving us, your story, and I hope that we helped. Just have a quick sip of water. A lot of talking. So one of the comments says, do we let the girl confess or the other way around? Confess in what aspect? Confess what? That she likes you first? Sometimes you need to be the person to push it. When I liked a boy, I waited and waited and waited. We had lots of flirtatious between us, but only not physical, like in person. We've always had in-person flirtatious, but we've never ever done anything beyond that. And I've been waiting and waiting and waiting for him to give me his number. It was only ever in person. Like where I worked, he'd come in and he'd give me eyes and he'd wink at me, and then I'd get all flustered and I'd put a little love heart on his coffee cup, or I'd I don't know how long ago was this? This was a couple of years ago now. So I think, yeah, this was definitely a couple of years ago now. It was before COVID, so 3 to 4 years ago, I think, roughly. So it was, yeah, about 3 to 4 years ago. And he'd come in and get the same thing, and we'd flirt and flirt, and he just wouldn't give me his number. So one day, I did. I was like, yo, can I have your number? Unfortunately, he said no. And it was just purely innocent flirtatious, apparently. Apparently, I read the room wrong. So that sucks. But yeah, it happens. You get up and you move on. Because you can't really force someone to get with you. Sorry, I apologize about my hiccup. Unfortunately, you can't you can't force someone to like you. So if that's it, then so be it. All right, so let's see. We got a lot here, by the way. We have a lot of questions. A lot more than I thought we would. Some of these are quite long, but some of these are quite fun. Now, as you saw from the title, the thumbnail, I'll do this one, actually. So, my wife won't stop forcing me to drink her coffee. I don't want to hurt her feelings, but I can't go on like this. Okay. Here we go. My wife lost her job recently. Oh, I'm very sorry. I'm so sorry to hear that. While I am currently working from home, due to, we all know why. Because I don't often get a chance to take breaks, she's kind enough to bring me a coffee once in a while. Nothing fancy, just the regular filtered coffee. Nice. I love coffee. This used to only happen once every few hours, so on average, I'd say I drink maybe 2 to 3 cups of coffee, and that was fine. I have about 2 to 3 a day currently. Yep, I have one in the morning, so I get up at 6 a.m. for work every day, and I get to work by 6:30, and I make a cup of coffee, and I do my morning tweet by 7. And then after a few hours, I will go get either another hot coffee or an iced coffee, depending on how I'm feeling. And then I will go about my day, come home about 4 p.m. And not so much before I start my streams, but around, I don't know, a couple hours, just to give me that little energy boost, I might have another coffee. So yeah, I think I have about 2 to 3 a day. So that seems accurate. The problem has come in the recent weeks. When I sit down at my desk, usually 8 to 8:30, there is a steaming hot cup of coffee waiting for me. What a lovely wife. Great. I drink it. But almost as soon as I finished, my wife will come in and leave me with a fresh cup of coffee. All right, I'm just going to say it. You got her whipped. You've done it right. Good job, sir. The minute that cup is empty and you have another one in your hands, if you haven't already wifed her, you should have wifed her. Exactly. That sounds amazing. All right, let's see. Let's see where the story goes. Okay, so what is the problem? Every 15 to 20 minutes, she will come into the room and bring me more coffee. I like coffee. I like coffee enough in the mornings, but I do not need to chug gallons of it throughout the day. The mugs that she brings me are not small either. Oh no. 15 to 20 minutes? That's like 3 coffees an hour. And if he says he does, did he say 8 hours? Oh no. Oh no, it's like 3 cups of coffee an hour. I do that in like a whole 24-hour period. Okay, hang on, let's keep going, let's keep going. There are some issues I don't know how to explain or address. If I let the coffee go cold, she will make upset faces and often refuse to speak to me, sometimes for hours or even the full day, until I ask her to make me a cup of coffee. Wait, so if you're busy and you're like typing away vigorously at your computer, you're like type, and you're taking a sip of the coffee, you're typing away, you're answering your phone, typing, you take a sip, oh, it's a bit cold, I forgot. You put it down. And she gives you smug faces and doesn't talk to you for the rest of the day? Oh, that's a bit, okay, here we go, now we're seeing it. Okay. I will admit that sometimes I deliberately do not drink my morning coffee on purpose, just so I can get a few hours of peace. Okay, so so lockdown has definitely affected their relationship. I'm understanding. Okay. We've talked about this repeatedly and almost daily at this point. Every time she comes in with a coffee, I will tell her that I've had enough and I don't want any more. She will often just silently put the coffee down next to me and the process will repeat again. So she's not listening. So you're telling her, "Hey wife, I please do not want another cup of coffee," and she gives it to you anyways and keeps doing it. Is she deaf? Is she, hello? Wife, are you okay? Wife, please. I've asked for other drinks, water, Coke, juice. She will sometimes bring these instead, but as soon as I finish, she will bring me another cup of coffee. Now I'm getting regular headaches, nausea, and sometimes I'll be able to feel my own heartbeat. I don't think for a second that all this coffee is good for me. Okay, no, it's not. I drink like 3 coffee, like a maximum. I drink a maximum of 3 cups of coffee in an entire day, from 6 a.m. to about 6 p.m. So I have like 3 max. Most of the time, usually 2. So that is definitely a lot more than the regular person should be drinking if you're having it roughly every 15 to 20 minutes. It also sounds like she's completely ignoring you and you need to be a little bit more forceful, even if it means that she doesn't talk to you for a couple of hours. I do see that you said that you would purposely not drink your morning cup just to get some alone time. That is definitely not okay. Please look out for your health. Maybe have some cameras up and have them always uploading to a Google, like, in case you go missing. So, all jokes aside, definitely no more. I reckon I reckon the average person has about 2 cups of coffee a day. I think that's pretty average. So I would already tell her that you're not feeling good. Be upfront and honest with her. Tell her, hey, all this coffee is not good for me. I'm getting headaches. I'm feeling sick. I'm pretty sure that your unfortunate bowels will not be doing too great either. Pretty sure you're probably sitting on that toilet quite often because coffee has natural laxatives in them. So you can imagine what that's like. Imagine a natural laxative with, I'm lactose, so imagine me drinking coffee with cow's milk. Oh my lord. That is asking for trouble. Yep. I think you just need to be honest with her. If it's going to affect your health in this way, you need to tell her. You need to be like, I'm sorry, but it's not making me feel good and I'm not drinking this. If it makes you angry, then so be it, babe. But you know, I can't keep up. Maybe have set times. So maybe say make me one at 8 o'clock in the morning when I start my office work. Maybe another one at like maybe 2 p.m. like that afternoon. We like when you go like a crash, like a caffeine crash. Maybe ask her to make a cup around that 2 o'clock mark to get you up and running again, and then ask for other things in between. Ask for it. I mean, you do say you do. You sometimes you say you ask for Coke or water or juice, and she will sometimes bring these instead. But then maybe just be more persistent with it. Just be more persistent with it, and that's all I really got for you. Man's gonna be hugging the toilet for hours. I can imagine how he's gonna feel. You poor thing. Oh, any coffee lovers? Okay, that's a good idea. If you love coffee, maybe comment how many cups of coffee you drink a day. Like I said, mine would be, I reckon I average 2 a day, and then on the days where I'm definitely a lot more tired, a lot more struggling, I might peak a third cup. Yeah. But I also mix that between hot cups and cold as well. So I do hot coffee and iced coffee as well. So I do mix it up a little bit. So it's not just only, one, and it's not like 200 either. But unfortunately, she's probably, since it said that she lost her job recently while he still works from home. So I'm going to go ahead and assume that she's the one purchasing it as well. So he probably doesn't buy the coffees, and she's just constantly getting it for him. But I guess that's all you could really do is just ask, be like, babe, I love you, but stop. My butt can't handle it anymore. Okay. I hope that helps. Good luck. Just make sure you tell you love her. Tell you love her, and you just really need you just need a break from all the coffee. A mocha's good too, because it's like half a shot of the coffee and then chocolate as well. It's a good like little mix up. All right. Ba-da-ba-bum. What's this one? Oh, interesting. Okay. Another submission. My husband wants me to dress up at home. Okay. My husband wants me to wear a nice dress regularly around the house, despite me saying it's not comfortable. My husband has recently requested that I get dressed during the day. For some background, we've both been working from home during the pandemic, and I admit I have definitely gotten used to the yoga pants look. Nothing wrong with that. You're in your own home. Your home should be your comfort. Okay. I admit, oh no, sorry. So when he asked me to get dressed more, I was thinking into normal clothing, which seemed reasonable. So I've been wearing well-fit jeans and a fitted t-shirt, sometimes even a blouse. Occasionally a tank top. So jeans and a top. That's pretty casual, but not like you're letting yourself go. I'm in good shape, and I think I look pretty good even in casual clothes, and it's comfortable enough to wear all day at home. Also, the laundry, hello? Do we really want to sit there and do laundry every single day when you're sitting at home in a pandemic? Excuse me? No. You guys want to know what I wear around the house? Nothing. I don't wear anything because I'm home alone, and even if I like, what husband wouldn't want to see their wife wearing clothes? You know what I'm saying? I'd be like, yo, wife, take it off. Take your shirt off. Take it down, down, down. Evidently, when he says get dressed, he means like a business professional or cocktail dress. I don't mind doing this for work sometimes, but I do get more dressed up when we go out, depending on what we're doing, which is understandable. You dress up when you go out. I find those types of outfits pretty uncomfortable, and I kind of want to tell him to pack. Hang on, I'm sorry. This is worded weirdly. I want to tell him to pack sand about wearing stuff that just to work from home. Okay, sorry. I don't know why they use the phrase pack sand. I'm guessing that's their way of telling him to shut it or zip the lip. Pack sand. I've never heard the saying pack sand before. Has anyone else? So what she said here was, the outfits are pretty uncomfortable, and I want to tell him to zip his lip about wearing that stuff just to work from home. Understandable. You shouldn't have to. When I mentioned it's uncomfortable, he said, well, you don't have to wear it all day, just in the evenings. However, I go to CrossFit at 6 and get home exhausted and literally drenched in sweat. The last thing I want to do is put on a tight dress. And that's it. That's how it ends. I would tell your husband to get fucked. You're in a pandemic. You're in lockdown in your house for weeks to months. Why? Home time is your comfort zone. It's the time where you either wear nothing or you wear pajamas or yoga pants or tracky dackies or, you know, big oversized hoodies. Like, you're supposed to wear nothing. Well, not nothing. I mean, you could wear nothing, but you're not supposed to, like, dress up in a cocktail. If I had a husband and he was like, babe, you need to start wearing a cocktail dress around the house, I'd probably just slap him. I don't think so, you know? I'd be like, no. You put on a business suit. Go put on a beautiful buttoned-up shirt. I wouldn't do it. Weird. Yeah, it'd be weird. No. I would imagine wearing a button shirt with a suit and a tie. While you're at it, put on the shoes. No. I would tell him to... I'd tell him no. I would just be like, no. I feel like I can understand the mental side of it, though. I can understand that when you do sit at home all day, every day, and you are constantly wearing the same clothes, you do have the mentality of laziness and maybe lacking off, and you let yourself go. You know, that is understandable. I can see that side of things, but she does state in this that she does do CrossFit. So I'm going to go ahead and give her the benefit of the doubt and say that she's pretty fit, and so she's not letting herself go. You know what I mean? So I don't think he really has the right to tell her what to wear, especially around the house. I mean, if they had children and she was walking around naked or something, that's probably different. But the fact that she's just wearing, you know, yoga pants and a shirt, I don't think there's anything wrong with that at all. I think that's totally fine. Your house is your comfort, dude. Like, you should be wearing what you want in your own home. I personally would tell your husband to just shove it. I'd say no. I don't give in. Don't cave to that. If he wants to do a at-home dinner date, like he's gonna cook you dinner, light up some candles, yeah, maybe dress up for it because it's kind of cute. But outside of that, no. Don't do it. No. No. Don't do it. I don't really know what else to tell you except to stand up for yourself and say no. So, good luck. I wish you all the best. I hope that it doesn't progress any worse. If you want to wear that cocktail dress, by all means, queen, put it on and feel hot. I reckon, yeah, exactly. I reckon if you have to wear the cocktail dress all day, then he should have to wear a suit and tie all day as well. I think that's very reasonable. Well, good luck. What a okay. Well, that's very interesting, isn't it? Dang, imagine. Okay. If he pushes back to start making 17 cups of coffee. I love how that ties over. Okay, let's see. Oh. Okay, this is an interesting. Okay, so this is a submission. Morrow submission. Are you guys ready? If my boyfriend is online, can I love him? Okay. Hola. I have a new boyfriend who is online. He is my age, and my mom called his mom and talked about us meeting someday. Okay, so we're talking teenage years? I hope you're over at least the age of like maybe 15. Since your mom called his mom, that's okay. Okay. It looks like we're approaching teenage age. He's nice and cute, and we talk a lot. And my mom introduced me to him because his mom is her friend. Oh, okay, okay. So your friend, okay. So your mother is friends with his mother, and therefore you started hanging out with him online. Got it. I'm assuming again because of lockdown and COVID. I don't know where you are in the world. So I'm guessing maybe your country or your state or your area is currently in lockdown. This is my assumption. Obviously, I don't have much more information than just the story. So what I'm going off of is that your mother and his mother are friends. You started chatting with his son and like through the internet, and you guys started to build a relationship. Okay, that makes sense. So my mom has introduced me to him because his mom is her friend. I think I'm close to loving him, and he says he really likes me too. And I just got off. I don't want to finish that sentence if that's okay. So it looks like they use Discord. I just got off Discord. Okay. Yep. Beautiful, beautiful. Oh, I was abducted by my last boyfriend and went missing for several weeks. Oh my god, who are you? No, don't tell me, but wow. Do you lurk in here? Are you okay? I was abducted by my boyfriend and was missing for several weeks. So my mom is really sheltering, but I do want to meet him. And I think I'm ready, but what if only I love him because he's online and doesn't scare me? I'm concerned about the viability of my relationship with him in person, but I do love him, I think. I'm not sure what I'm trying to say. I'm just very tired, but hopefully it gets across. Okay, so I understand that you're a little bit mixed with your words. So what I'm getting here is that you like this boy. You want to meet him in person. But you have almost like an anxiety of what happened with your last boyfriend of apparently kidnapping you, which is incredibly horrifying. So you're concerned that you only like him because he's online and his person, like his actual physical appearance, might scare you. That's understandable. That is understandable because people online are so different to people in person. You can do whatever you want behind a keyboard and being anonymous on the internet. It's scary. You can be whoever you want, whatever you want. You want to be an 80-year-old man that day? You can. You want to be a 16-year-old girl? You can. It's scary. I'm going to assume that you know what he looks like based on the information of that your mom and his mom are friends and she technically introduced you two together. So I am going to assume that you know what he looks like and that he isn't lying about his appearance. That's what I'm hoping from this. Obviously, I'm not too sure. There's not much more information that was given. So I'm trying to think what would scare you. Maybe if he also would just do like a 180 and attemptively kidnap you as well. I feel like the I feel like getting abducted twice from two boyfriends, just it feels like such a slim chance. I would say sure, it's nothing is ever impossible. I feel like there's always a 0.01% chance in anything in the world that happens, but sometimes, you know what I'm saying? I feel like you also can't live in fear forever because then it'll be very difficult for you to go out and meet people. I think if you're always going to be worried if the next boy that you meet will attemptively try to kidnap you, then I think you're just never going to find someone because you're always going to be living in fear. So I think definitely take time to overcome it and get well adjusted. Maybe tell him about it. Maybe let him know that you obviously like him. I'm assuming he likes you too, since you guys said that you guys talk a lot. So, assuming he likes you in return, just tell him, be like, hey, look, my last relationship was not good. He did things that made me very scared and made me very untrustworthy of people. And hopefully, this boy will understand it and take your relationship quite slowly. Maybe he can take it step by step and not push the boundaries. Since you've never met in person before, definitely don't let him touch you. I feel like that's not a first impression. You meet him for the first time and he's like, wanting to like put his arm around your waist or something. I think that's a little bit like, yo, don't do that. Take it step by step. And if he does start to make you feel uncomfortable, let him know. The best thing in a relationship is honestly, it's honesty. If you can be honest and say, I'm feeling really uncomfortable right now, let them know so they can stop. If you just be like, oh, just be quiet, and they keep pushing it, then it's going to get more and more weird. So definitely be honest and let them know. But I'm going to say that maybe the time frame between boyfriend kidnapper and current meeting online might be a good gap since she's willing to meet him again, well, a new guy. So, but yeah, TLDR, can I love him online? Of course. I do think that you can find someone online and fall in love with their persona that they're giving you, but you still just need to be careful. That's how I feel. Like you can definitely fall in love with someone, but because it's online and it is behind a keyboard, you just always need to be careful. I think this girl has an advantage because her mother knows his mother, so it's already like a family friend, and they Discord. So I'm going to assume that she probably sees what he looks like and knows what he looks like, so that they already have that connection. So I feel like this relationship could proceed and go somewhere further. But in a general sense, especially for the listeners, if you are doing online dating, I wish you all the best, but always take it with a little bit of caution. Sorry. Take it with a little bit of caution. Make sure that if you ever meet in person, meet in public, never in private. First time you ever meet someone is always going to be in public. And if you feel uncomfortable, either let them know or go away. If they're sitting really close to you, let them know that you don't feel comfortable being hip by hip. If they're trying to grab your hand, tell them you're not comfortable grabbing hands. If they do certain things, you just either let them know or just leave. Because your safety will always, and this goes for both ways, both girls and boys. Like, just if you feel uncomfortable, public surrounding, and let them know. But you can definitely love online. I do think that that's why there's online dating. That's why there's all those apps now on like your phone, like Tinder and stuff. So yeah, it's definitely possible. I would never say that it's not impossible, but yeah, just be careful, please. That's for everybody. Please be careful when you do online dating, catfishing and abductions and stuff like that. It's so common. It is very common. So be very careful. All right, sip of water time. So one comment is, online dating is so risky. You could meet the love of your life or a stalker. That is absolutely true. That is very true. You need to be very careful. Please be careful. All right, now to a lighter topic. This one has games in it. I like this one. Awkward like me or playing games. Ooh. I'm a very awkward person. Yo, same. Like, I give really cool rocks to people I consider friends. Like, I'm some slightly taller and much less watery, graceful penguin. Wait. Hang on. I give really cool rocks to people I consider friends. Hi, you're my friend. Have this rock. I love that. Yo, if you get given a rock, it means they like you, like as a friend, that you're considered a close friend. That's actually really cute. Like I'm some slightly taller and much less water-graced penguin. About 3.5 weeks ago at work, I gave my number to someone I was interested in getting to know. Ooh. Prior to this, we didn't really interact much due to being in a different department. We would just say hi and bye, but seemed. Oh, but he. Oh, so this is a girl. But he seemed nice, and I Persuado knew his brother. I. Hmm. I don't know what that means. Sorry, I don't know what Persuado know. I'm gonna see. Let's see. So we would say hi and bye, and he seemed nice, and I knew his brother. I'm just gonna take the Persuado part out. I'm not sure what that means. Sorry. Um, but he seems nice, and I knew his brother. Okay, so so she knows the brother, and she likes him. He didn't text me. Okay, so she gave him her number, by the way. He didn't text me at all for a week. So I stopped crossing paths with him at work because I was worried I made him uncomfortable. No sooner did I do this, did he text me. No way. So she gave him her number. He didn't reply to her for a week. And so she's now awkward. She's like, crap, what have I done? I will avoid seeing him at work. I'll avoid crossing paths with him. And then next minute, he texted her. But he doesn't text me or respond to me much at all. He only seems to text me when I don't really acknowledge him at work. Oh, so he likes to play chase. So by not giving him attention, he's trying to get your attention. Okay. I'll see what you're doing. Persuado means kind of know. Okay, so you kind of knew his brother. Okay, interesting. So persuado means kind of known. Thank you. I'm not sure if he's just awkward as I am and doesn't know how to say hi to me, or if this is simply a game. Oh, okay, not an actual like computer game. Damn. I have a friend on either side of the fence, and I don't know if I've just made him feel pressure to talk to me or not. Are we both awkward idiots, or am I awkward in a game out of my depth, or am I awkwardly in a game out of my depth? Gosh, I need to learn to read better. I need to put my glasses on. So he barely messages her, but he only messages her when she's not giving him attention. She's worried that she's made things awkward for him, but she's also worried that he might be playing cat and mouse with her. That's what I said. I think he likes the chase. Yeah, like playing hard to get. Because okay, for the listeners and everyone in chat, if a girl gives you her number, or the opposite way, if a boy gives you their number and you don't reply for a week because you're still crossing paths at work, you're still saying hello and goodbye, and you're still, doing maybe very, very minor flirtatious things with each other. If the person that you gave the number to stopped crossing your path, stopped looking at you, avoided you altogether, and then you send a text through, are you playing hard to get? Are you playing an emotional game? Or are you just awkward? I love that. Are we both awkward idiots, or am I awkwardly in a game out of my depth? I don't think it's out of your depth. I think you could definitely, if he's playing a game and you know it's a game, you could work that to your advantage. That's all I'm saying. You know what I mean? I don't know. I don't feel that if you were to give someone your number, that person shouldn't feel pressured to message you because you're simply giving them the the option to message you. And no one should feel pressured at all. So if I was to give someone my number, I wouldn't expect a text, but I would like a text. You know what I mean? Like, I'm like, oh, I hope they text me because I did give them my number, but part of me will always expect no reply. I would expect no reply because I'm like, I don't want them to feel pressured. So I can understand that. So they could both could be actually quite awkward with each other, and they're just awkward idiots. I mean, you gave him your number and you said that he's messaged you a couple of times. So you have his number in return, okay? Keep that in mind. You also have his number now. You could ask. You could say, hey, would you like to go for a cup of coffee on a Saturday morning? Make it public so it doesn't feel like an awkward date. Just a nice breakfasty coffee gathering. I wonder how that could go. That's a good starting point. And if he says no, or he's busy, then there's a slight answer. They're like, okay, maybe he's not actually interested, and he might just be playing a little silly game. But if he says yes, well, you know, I do feel like a lot of people overthink. I've definitely overthought a couple of my scenarios because I haven't dated a lot. I've only had a couple of boyfriends, but I've definitely done a lot of flirtatious with boys, you know. And I've given my number out to boys in the past, and some of them said hi and some of them said nothing. So, yeah. I think that's it. I don't really know. I think, yeah, maybe since you have his number, give him a, give him a little cheeky text. So someone says, I'd get nervous if someone gave me their number and expecting me to text or call. I feel like if you're the one giving out your number, and if you're new to this, then this is for you. If you are new to giving someone your number, don't expect a text reply because they might not feel the way you feel, or they might feel a little bit awkward, or a little bit shy. So don't expect a reply, but, you know, if it happens, then heck yeah. All right. Water break. Okay. I think I want to keep oh, this is short and sweet. Okay, we have a short and sweet question here. This one is a Morrow. I'm a 26-year-old male. Okay. Thanks for the information. Last month, it was my birthday. And I forgot to tell my girlfriend of 6 months. I don't celebrate my birthday, which is why I completely forgot to tell her. It wasn't intentional, and the problem is that she makes a really big deal out of birthdays and loves to celebrate. Yesterday, she realized that she didn't know my birthday. I was able to jokingly brush off her question, but I know I can't dodge it forever. I'm not sure how exactly to tell her I forgot without upsetting her. So I forgot to tell her it's my birthday. Not sure how to break it to her without hurting her feelings. That's understandable. Okay. So you said that you've been together for 6 months, and last month was your birthday. So for 5 months, you've been together. Realistically, talking pre-birthday. So for 5 months, you've been together, and then your birthday happened, and you didn't tell her for another month. You could do one of two things. Wait a few more months, just wait a few more months and hope she doesn't connect the dots, and just be like, you know, say your birthday's in 3 months from now. So you wait. So if you're 6 months now, wait another 3 months. So at your 9 month anniversary, like your 9 months of being together, just be like, oh hey, my birthday is in 3 months. Do you want to go out to dinner? And don't give her the ability to backtrack and know that she missed your birthday. Or what I suggest is just tell her. Just be like, oh, hey, babe, I forgot to tell you. It was my birthday last month. Oh, crud. Because, like, it won't hurt her feelings if you just be honest and just be like, I forgot. Hey, I'm so sorry. I forgot it was my birthday. You know, work or school or life or whatever. I mean, COVID probably. Because I don't know the date of when this happened. All I know is that this is just the story. I don't know if this was like during COVID or not. But I mean, just be honest with her. Just be like, hey, babe, look, my birthday was last month. I kind of forgot. You want to celebrate it like next month? Just have a delayed birthday. Just be like, let's go out to let's just go out to dinner or something. And then be like, look, next year, just give me something extravagant. Now, you did state, though, that you don't like to celebrate birthdays. I understand that. And maybe tell her that you're not a fan of birthdays and you would like something small. Compromise. She's over the top 100% birthday. You're 0% don't want a birthday. Meet middle ground. Meet 50%. You know, let her make you a cake and go out to dinner. Or let her grab just a couple of balloons with a cute candle in it. You know, like not a candle in the balloon, sorry, like a candle and a cupcake or something. I think, you know, giving a little like, you know, let her give you something because it's still your birthday, but don't just be honest with her and be like, hey, I don't want something extravagant. I'm not really into it. Plus, you did say that you're 26. I don't know why you told me your age, but you did say you're 26. So I'm going to go ahead and say that you're just at that age where you're like, you know, your prime years, you know, 16, 18, 21, like those are your important birthdays. Like that's gone now. You're turning 27. But yeah, I like a lot of the comments are saying be honest, and I completely agree. I think honesty is definitely the best in this situation. If you're very, 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 I don't know, shy or embarrassed or nervous, then just delay it until the next birthday. Like delay it until the next year. But if you say it in a casual setting, like, hey babe, it was my birthday last month. I kind of forgot. Do you want to go out to dinner or something? Just very casual like that. But if you're like, look, don't get mad. Please don't get mad with me, okay? I know you like really like birthdays, and I didn't really want to tell you my like don't do that. Don't do that. Don't blow it out of proportion. You know what I mean? Don't make it a big deal. Because if you make it a big deal, she's gonna make it a big deal. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So don't make it a big deal. Be casual. Relax. Just chill. Okay. Go with the honest answer. Just be casual and be honest. Yeah, be upfront. Just say you usually don't casually celebrate your birthday. Exactly. See, yeah. Everyone's saying honesty. I mean, honesty goes a long way. It really does. I think that's a very smart idea. Ooh, this one seems promising. Okay. Girl being playful right back at me. Is that a good sign? I think it is. So I share a class. Oh, he put her name in. I'm not going to say her name. I'm just going to say she. Sorry. Like girl. So I share a class with a girl. We met last semester, and now this semester we are in a group together and are currently working on a project with several others. We each have our own assignment, and it's accessed through Google Docs. So I wanted to make her laugh, so I went into her document and inserted a picture of our professor along with something the professor would never say. Okay, so like a picture of him with like a speech bubble. She thought it was funny and texted me, "You're done." Then she playfully started to say, "Mess with my docs again and let's see what happens." Oh. And then said again, "Honestly, try me. Let's see what happens." And then I replied, "Maybe I will." Double eyes emoji. Oh. Hello? So she went onto my documents and did something very similar. Obviously, I like her, so I'm wondering what y'all think. I was trying to be playful with my crush, and when she was more playful back. Does this mean that she likes me? Ooh, okay. This is college. This is college dating. He did put his age, and he put her name. I'm not going to say it for her safety, just in case. So this is like they're in uni/college. He likes her. He went into her Google Docs, sent her a funny picture. She said, you know, don't go into my docs again or you'll see what happens. And then she's like, no, like legit, like, do you want to see what's going to happen? And then he was like, yo, maybe I will. And then he's like, does she like me? All right. Yeah, she does. She likes you. Good job. You're in, boy. Comedy is such a, like, as a girl, and I've spoken with a lot of my girlfriends, we love guys that can make us laugh. I think it's a very, like, I think it sounds so cliche to be like, oh, we like a boy that can make us laugh. It's like, well, it's true, though. We don't want a boy that's going to make us cry or make us angry or make us depressed. We want someone that's going to make us laugh and feel comfortable and feel warm. And so if you can make her laugh, then that's a really good sign. Like, that's definitely a good start. So someone says it's kind of too early to tell, but just keep going. You know, just see where it goes. Don't push it. Don't rush it. Slow and steady wins the race. So maybe joke around with her a little bit more and just see where it goes. You know, don't do anything pressurous, of course. The experimental phase, exactly. You never know. Maybe she's waiting for you to make a move, or maybe she just wants to have a playful relationship without being anything more. Sometimes you're just going to have to figure that out. You know? But you said that she wrote back, honestly, try me, let's see what happens. Like, she's like, yo, let's see what happens. And then you reply with, maybe I will. Okay. I think keep up this little back and forth Google Doc meme image thing for a little bit, you know, keep the fun going, but don't overdo it, because then it's just like, okay, he's doing another one, you know, like do it like 1 or 2 more times max. And then maybe next time be cheeky and slide in a number. Or be like, slide in a, yo, period, or what do you call it? Like lunch break, 2 p.m., meet in the cafeteria. I don't know. But yeah, if she's having fun, just roll with it. You know what I mean? Don't think too much into it. Just roll with it. See what she says. How she reacts, and go with it. A girl that's nice to you is nice to everybody. Yeah, we females love guys that make us laugh. That's just true. Even if it's like the little things. Good luck. I hope it goes well. Feel free to give us a what's what I'm looking for? Like an update. Feel free to give us an update. Lunchtime rooftop. Yes, exactly. Okay. Let's see. Oh, this one's a little bit awkward. You guys want an awkward one? Want to Google Docs and chill? Actually, that's good. Oh my god. That's actually really good. Okay, we can do an awkward one. Some of these are really awkward. Oh. Okay, let's do this one. This one's a little short one. Should I compliment my boyfriend's belly? My boyfriend is a heavy set and an insecure about it. Oh, so he's heavy. Okay, so your boyfriend's a little bit chonky and he's insecure about it. However, I love how tall and strong he looks, and he is literally the most comfortable human to cuddle. We have been together for over a year, and I like his tummy. I think it's cute. He, however, sometimes struggles with having his shirt off around me, which is okay, and I let him have his comfort zone. Good girl. Good job. Good job for not pushing him. But I really want to compliment him on his body because I love him so much. If you were in this situation, would you appreciate a compliment like this? My boyfriend is insecure about his stomach, but I love him. Would it be okay to genuinely compliment it? I think compliments are nice. Like that's the whole purpose of a compliment, is something that's meant to be said nice about a person. I think you shouldn't directly compliment his tummy, but compliment his body. Like, don't point out the very specific, you know what I mean? Like, because if that's the part that he's focusing on the most, and you're like, I love it, I love it, I love it, he'll feel even more insecure about it. I think if you just say, I love you and I love cuddling you and, I love the way you are, without directly stating I love your body, just be like, I love you for who you are. I think that's really good. But I'm really happy to read that you let him have his comfort zone, and if he doesn't want to take his shirt off because he's uncomfortable, then let him have that. You shouldn't force people to be out of their comfort zone for your own, like, I wouldn't say pleasure, but like your own gain, I guess. So it's nice that you've done that for him, and it's nice that you're letting him know that you are more than happy for him to be what he is, and you still love him for it. So I appreciate that. So, like, you with your voice. I have the worst voice. You're very comfortable to lay on, says Ida. True. I mean, yeah, if you compliment his body without directly complimenting his body. So work around it. Like, I love cuddling you. Or, I like the way that these clothes look on you, or something like that. But I personally wouldn't directly state his tummy. I think that would be a little bit like, because you're pointing out the thing that he hates the most, which makes sense. I feel like a lot of people don't like their tummies. Like, even though I have a flat tummy, I still hate my tummy. And I feel like someone's like, I like your tummy. I'd be like, what the heck? No. Definitely compliment him. Make him feel good about himself. And let him have his comfort zones of not taking his clothes off. But remind him that you're not obviously, you're there for him, his mind, his humor, and you're not only with him because of his body. Like, no one likes to be judged, right? Especially body image. I think that's one of the biggest problems right now in the world, is just body image. Girls are not thin enough. Boys are not muscly enough. Boys are not tall enough. Girls are not, long legs enough. Girls need to wear higher heels and wear extra makeup. Boys need to use, I don't know, what's that stuff you boys put in your hair, like gel and stuff. Like, I think there's a lot of pressure in a general sense on both male and female body that we don't need to hear about it all the time. So if you directly, compliment his tummy, he'll probably won't look at it as a compliment. He'll probably be like, oh, she's noticing my tummy again. So. Yeah, so don't directly address the tummy. Exactly. Mm-hmm. Yeah. It's definitely one of the hottest topics, is like body image, because I definitely know that I could probably still lose more weight when there isn't even much left, but people probably still think that I'm not thin enough. Um, Guys that they can't, they're the average male height, but they're saying that taller men are better. Then they're like, well, that's not fair. I can't get taller, and you know a mother has children, and therefore she has like the saggy tummy, and people are like, there's a lot of famous women out there that look amazing after their children, but they also have the amazing thing called a bank account to help them. Not all of them, by the way, not all of them. But then just your average, stay-at-home mother with just a normal, maybe part-time job or something, or you just stay at home, doesn't have access to that. So therefore she's got the saggy tummy, she's got the saggy boobas after, having, breastfed and stuff like that. And you know, she's probably feeling highly insecure. And then you read these magazines of like, oh, famous woman delivers child and looks like $1 million. And you're like, well, that's not fair. And then you get people going, oh my gosh, this lady is still so chunky after having kids. It's like, what the heck? That's not really fair. So I think body image is definitely something that's very, very just looked down on, and it shouldn't. Like, it just shouldn't, you know? That's a topic on its own. Man, that's gonna be like a whole stream on its own, I think. Like, I could talk for hours about body image, but I don't really want to, because we're not talking about that today. We're talking about relationships. So, thank you for being comfortable around your man. Make him feel loved, but don't talk about his tummy. That's my advice. I would tell you my insecure zone, but I don't want to. All right, this one's a bit of a long one. But this is kind of gross. Oh my, this is a gross one. Okay, this is an icky one. We did an awkward one, a compliment one, and now we're doing an icky one. Okay, this one's a little bit nasty. Are you ready for this? My boyfriend has stopped showering during lockdown for the past 2 months and has only been spraying Febreze on himself. That's not okay. I can't believe it. I've been dating my boyfriend for 2 years and living together for 1. A few weeks ago, I started to notice that, well, he kind of smelled bad. Not like the one-time thing, but like day to day, he smelled pretty poorly. Then a light bulb went off in my head, and I suddenly realized I had not seen him shower in a long time. I brought it up awkwardly with him, and he said, without shame, yeah, he has not been showering since he doesn't have to go out. That's not okay. He works from home. We can't go outside and socialize, of course, because of lockdown. We get our groceries delivered, our other stuff delivered. He says there is no point of showering since he's not going out. That's not how showering works. That's not that. He then says, let me show you my routine. He then goes on to our pantry, pulls out a spray of Febreze bottle and mist his clothes with it. So you're not even washing your clothing? I was like, dude, it doesn't work like that. That's what I just said. That's not how that works. No offense, but you started to smell. He scoffed, and I said and said I was exaggerating. My man. Oh, my fist is at my face right now, like I'm ready to punch you. Get in the shower. I was like, no, Febreze is not a good way to be clean. He said I'm ruining his home comfort style. And I was like, what? We had a big argument about it. He's refusing to shower until all restrictions are lifted. And he has to go, until he has to go out into the world again. He is adamant about showering is not needed. He says it is a waste of water. And as a compromise, he's offered to become naked once a week and wipe himself down. So his compromise is, rather than just going in the shower, you're going to get like, what, a baby wipe and just wipe your armpits and your other region? I said this is disgusting, and I wasn't gonna make love with somebody who's not showered for months. Okay, honestly though, true. True. I would not have sex with someone that hasn't showered for 2 months. I agree. I completely agree. You, girl, do not ride that. You know what I'm saying? He began to cry laughing. He says that I'm trying to shame him. Oh my god. He even says, I'll use more Febreze, as if that's what the issue is. I'm starting to think we may have to break up because of this crazy issue. He will not budge on this. He is taking a stand against showering for some reason, but insists when lockdown is done, he will go back to showering. He also hasn't changed his underwear for a week-by-week basis because he says laundry is also a waste of water. So wants to stretch everything out and says Febreze works on boxer briefs as well as the sofa cushions. Am I overreacting? No. Is this normal for guys to just use Febreze themselves instead of showering? No. Should I really end my relationship over this since it looks like lockdown are starting to open up pretty significantly? And maybe if in a few weeks he'll go back to showering? I'm so confused. Okay. Where do I start? Okay. Reasons to have a shower. Cleaning your body. Your armpits, your genitalia area, your hair. Your hair has natural grease, like natural oils in your scalp that goes onto your hair. And if you're laying on a pillow, your pillow gets stinky, your pillow gets oily. It gives, because of the oils in your hair and not washing it, it will run on your face. You'll then break out in pimples and blackheads because the oils from your hair is now on your skin. You're now scratching your face, and now you have oily fingers, and then your fingers are touching stuff, and you're just gonna have a house full of head oil all over the place. 2, hygiene. Your armpits gonna stink. Your butt crack gonna stink. Your other private part is going to stink. Both boy and girl. It's more than just saving water. It's your hygiene. You can get infections. What if you took a really big, number 2, and then, well, you didn't wipe properly? It's gonna be itchy. Not that I know. There's more to having a shower than just simply saving water. There's every point to having a shower. I have a shower every single day. Sometimes twice a day. I have a shower after work every day because I just get all, sweaty and stinky. Every day after work, I have a shower. Sometimes after stream, I have a shower because if I'm doing VR specifically, I sweat in VR because I'm standing up, I'm moving around, and I get sweaty. If I'm playing a horror game and I get really tensed up, I kind of have a little bit of VR. So I go for a shower. So come on, bro. It's more than just saving water at this point. 2, Febreze. That is not for your body. At the very, 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 very ultimate least, use actual deodorant. That's for your body. Don't use Febreze. Febreze is like to make the couch smell a little bit nice again. To make the carpet smell nice. Not your armpits. At the very ultimate least, use some deodorant. And not the spray kind. Use like the actual dry rub. Because the spray one is just not good for the environment. I like the roll-on deodorants. I have roll-on. And in my opinion, like in my own opinion, because I've used both spray deodorants and roll-on deodorant, the roll-on deodorant doesn't make me sweat. The spray one does. And I do the antiperspirant deodorant too, the one that's supposed to stop you from sweating. I work in a very physically demanding job. I think that's also why I work out, because I need to be physically fit for this job. I work in a very demanding, physical demanding job where I do sweat often, and I used to use antiperspirant deodorants under my arms and even between my thighs and stuff, because you get sweaty in all the areas. Girls, what I'm talking about. And I still get bits of sweat, not a lot, but I still get it. So I use roll-on deodorant and I don't sweat. There's nothing. It's dry AF. Dry AF. Roll on. Can't go wrong with roll on. It's better for the environment. But yeah, at the very ultimate, at least shower once a week if you're trying to save water as your excuse. But 2 months, that is 8 weeks of no showering. 8 weeks. And then you wear the same undies because it's just boxers? Okay, look. I've been with a boyfriend that had boxers. Yes, it's airy flary down there because it's not like, hugging your member, but it still stank. I would hope. I mean, little TMI here, but look, we are an all-in podcast. We don't leave anything off the card, so I'm gonna say it. I hope at the very least your boyfriend is shaving himself. Because the hair under the arms and the hair in your pubic area will definitely contribute to the stank. So I'm hoping, and I'm praying for the girl's sake. Please tell me he's at least shaved. I'm a clean girl. A bit like that's just me. Like I shave everywhere, tip to toe. You know what I'm saying? But like, come on, buddy, do this for your girlfriend. Or she about to dump your ass. To be fair, I probably would have dumped him. I understand that he's only holding this said riot for just a few more weeks until lockdown is over. But girl, listen now. If you don't break up with him and you're like, screw it, we'll stay together because lockdown is almost over, and then you're gonna have showers and go back to your normal routine. What if the next lockdown, honey, the next lockdown, COVID ain't going away. We're gonna have COVID probably as often as we're having the flu now. It's gonna be here for the rest of our lives. What about the next lockdown? And the lockdown after that? And 6 lockdowns after that? Are you telling me every time that you are going to have a lockdown, your boyfriend isn't going to shower? Nah, girl. Get out now. I'm sorry. I know that you probably love or loved, plural, past tense, probably loved him. I'd leave him. I would, 100%. That is like a big deal breaker for me, is hygiene. If you're not going to look after your hygiene, get out. It's okay if you let go of your weight a little bit, you get a little bit chunky, like that's fine, that's just how life is. As you get older, you start to care a little bit less about it. That's totally fine. But hygiene? Nah. I'd be like, get in that shower right motherfucking now, or we're done. Ultimatum. Shower or me. No. Like, I think the longest I've ever not gone for a shower was, I think, 4 days because I was very sick. I remember being hospitalized even. This was, actually, no, my longest was when I had back surgery. I had spine surgery and I couldn't shower for a week because I physically couldn't move. I had hand baths, but the nurses took care of me. The nurses gave me hand baths, so I technically was still getting hygienically clean, if that makes sense. So I think the longest that I've not had a shower in my own personal home would have been 4 days, because I remember getting sick with a fever and I couldn't get out of bed, and then I had a migraine. I was vomiting for like the next 2 days, and I physically just couldn't get out of bed. Like I thought about going to the hospital. I think that was about 4 days. It could be 3 days, 3 to 4 days. I just couldn't get out of bed. So I think that was the longest time I've ever not had a shower, but that was purely because my health, I just couldn't. Like I was sick, man. I was hardcore sick. But the longest I've never had a shower was probably a week, but that was because I was in hospital. So that's kind of different. That's like, well, it's not really my fault if I'm like in surgery. But that was camping in the bush. Yeah, I mean that's different though. Like again, camping, it's hard to find like showers and stuff like that in the middle of, the forest. But if you have access in your own home and you choose not to shower for 2 months, 8 weeks, get out. We're done. See you later. That's not okay. That's such a hygienic. That's I wash my hair 3 times a week, so every other day I wash my hair. I still shower every single day, but I wash my hair every second day. Um, if I skip one of my hair washing nights, so let's just say I wash my hair Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday. Okay? If I skip Tuesday and I don't wash my hair until Thursday, I have the most oiliest scalp in the world. It is disgusting. Like I can like stick my hair up and it'll just be like, it'll just stick up as if I used gel. Okay, it's nasty. So I wash my hair every second day to keep the oils under control. I use special shampoos and stuff for my hair. So my hair is beautiful, luscious, long, chef's kiss. Every girl wants my hair. And, you know, be jealous. I work hard on my hair. I spend about $400 on products every 3 months on my hair because I love it. So could you imagine for 8 weeks those oils on your pillowcase? On your skin? You would be breaking out. You would have acne and stuff because the oil's in your pores. Oh, leave him. I'd be like, babe, listen. Are you depressed? No joke. No laughing matter. Are you depressed? Because that's apparently a big sign in depression is like lack of self cleanliness, essentially. Like when you start neglecting your physical health, your mental health, your emotional health, when you start to neglect that sort of stuff, that's one of multiple indicators of depression. And I'd be like, babe, are you depressed? Is it because you're constantly at home in lockdown? Like maybe ask him. But if he just blatantly goes, no, I just don't want to shower because I want to save money on the water bill. Get the fuck out. Get out of my house. And then Febreze the room. Yeah, what if it was like summertime? What if they had lockdown during summertime? Ew. No, that's so bad. Oh, honey, I hope you're not with him. I'm sorry, but I hope you're out. I take showers every day. Every single day. I will not miss a shower. That's just too far. That's... Yuck. Yeah. I mean, give him ultimatums. Be like, at least once a week minimum. And shave yourself as a compromise. But this whole, like... What'd he say? Hang on. As a compromise, he wipes himself down. Like what, with a baby wipe? Come on, dude. Come on. No. Good luck, honey. Good luck with that. I'd be yeetus deletus, but okay. All right. Drink break. I think, especially me personally, I take such... What's the word? Not drastic, but I take such care of myself. Like, I have expensive products for my hair. I have really nice, like, not long lasting, like, deep scrubbing facial, I wouldn't say a facial mask, but like I have a whole kit. Like I have a whole on like a face washing routine at the end of every day because I sweat a lot at work. So I have like the whole, you know, the cleanser, the scrubber, the face mask, the oil, like this like I have a whole routine. I should take a photo and put it on Fanbox like to show you. Like I have a whole routine for my facial care. I have a whole routine for my hair. So like I've got, you know, the purple shampoo. I've got the leave-in conditioner. I've got the leave-in, they call it a hair mask. I have hair mask. I have hair oils. Like, I have everything for my entire, like, hygiene. I take that shit seriously. Yeah. You stank, you get out. Yeah. I don't care. I don't care if someone's like, you're self-centered. I will be self-centered for my hygiene. Okay, next question. We have 1, 2, 3, 4. We have 4 more. We have 4 more questions. All right. This is actually going quite well. Okay. At what point should I tell the guy that I'm dating that 60% of my boyfriends have all had the same name as him? Ooh, that's a bit awkward, isn't it? So if you dated 5 boys, So 3 of those boys have all had the same name? That's a bit awkward. Boys! Listeners, viewers, commenters, if you are a male, is that important information to know? I don't know. Is that something that you would like to know if the girl that you are with has had boyfriends that all had the same name as you? Is that something that's important, or do you just not really care? One comment says that info can ruin a man. How? How can it ruin? Like, I don't understand. Another comment says, tell him immediately and then moan his name. True. Someone says, I don't think I would care. Someone says, don't mention it. Why does he need to know? Okay, so a little bit interesting, a little bit split. Okay, so let's read the story then. So she says, I'll make up a name. Albert. Okay, so his name is Albert. Fake name. Albert 1 was my first boyfriend ever. Lasted about 1 year. Albert 2 was my second boyfriend. Lasted 8 years, and we were engaged. Unfortunately, it ended. I'm so sorry that your 8 years of engagement didn't last. I do apologize. I'm currently seeing Albert number 3. Now, we met online. We clicked in chatting. But I held off on getting excited because his pictures were meh. But we got along, so I gave it a shot. Turns out he looks better in person and just took a bad photograph. You know what? Mood. The amount of times I've seen a photo of someone, both boy or girl, and you're like, oh yeah, they look okay. And then you see them in person and you're like, oh my, Prince Charming? Princess? Hello? Excuse me? Who is walking in my direction? Surely you're not coming to me, right? So they said it's going from a number 4 photo to like a number 8 in person. That's double. So she's saying that the picture he gave her, he was like, she rated him a number 4. And then when she met him in person, she's like, wow, you're like a number 8. Damn. Fair enough. All right. So we met in person tonight, and it was great. Before the date, we really established that we were compatible on the religion, kids, politics, looking for something serious, had similar hobbies, and more. That sounds really good. I'm really glad. The date had some awkward moments, as most usually do, but gentle ones that are easy to overlook given the context of the first date. Exactly. I feel like the first date will always be awkward. I don't think you'll ever get like a first date where it's just like 100% perfect. You know what I mean? Like, you don't know the guy that you're talking to, so it's gonna be a little bit awkward. Or the girl. We maybe got a little ahead of ourselves and planned another date. That's good though. It's good to hear that it went well. Plus, we threw around the plans for 2 more. Okay, so you're planning 3 dates. Hello? What happens after the 3rd date, boys and girls? If this goes well, at what point does it become weird that he doesn't know that he's my 3rd Albert? I've only had 4 boyfriends total, and if he becomes my 5th boyfriend, that means 60% of my boyfriends have had the same name. Albert 2 and 3 are also similar personality-wise. Is it okay to never tell him? Okay, so if they go, well, I mean, she said they're playing multiple dates, so provided he becomes her boyfriend, we're going off the he became her boyfriend. So out of 5 boyfriends, 3 of them have all been named Albert. And she met him randomly online, she said. Should she tell him? What do you mean she's fast? Her first boyfriend lasted 1 year. Her second boyfriend lasted 8 years and engaged. And then she had 2 more and then met Albert number 3. I don't know how old she is, though. Oh, wait, nope. Nope, she's 29. Okay. She said, I'm 29. All right, let's map this out. So she's 29. One boyfriend lasted eight years, and the other one lasted one. So 9 years of her life, she was in 2 relationships, which makes her 20. Like minusing those 9 years, so 20 and 20 from, like, let's say 16. Maybe she started dating at 16. So from 16 to 20, she had 2 boyfriends. That's not bad. That's not bad at all. So in like what, 13 to 14 years, she's only had 4 boyfriends? Bro, that is, what do you mean that she's too fast? That's really, like, what? I feel like it could lead to some awkward conversations, I won't lie. But he doesn't, I guess, he doesn't have to know because they're in your past. There is no law that states that you need to discuss or talk about your previous relationships. And especially if she really likes this guy, what if her telling him that he shares the name with ex-boyfriends, maybe he becomes uncomfortable and he starts acting weird around her, and then she becomes, like, sad about it. You know what I mean? I think, I personally think it doesn't matter because it's in the past and it's just pure coincidence. If I dated a boy and he's like, hey, I've dated 2 other Neenas, I'd be like, interesting. And I think I would just leave it. I'd be like, okay. So when you're calling out my name, it's me, right? And it can cause, exactly, it can cause issues. Like, but what if we're, having sex and she calls out Albert? Is she calling me Albert or the other? Like, it could just lead to an unnecessary, yeah, exactly. I think I wouldn't. No, I don't think you should tell him because it's a past relationship that shouldn't matter. You guys hit it off, had a great first date, planned a second one, planned a third one. You seem to really like him. I'm assuming he likes you back considering the multiple dates. Don't tell him. I don't think it needs to be brought up, especially being a past relation. Like, no. Not unless said Albert was in your current life, like you guys were still friends. I think if an ex-boyfriend is still your friend that does share the same name, maybe bring that up. But if he's not even in your life anymore, no, don't bring it up. Past is in the past. Because then, yeah, you'd always have in the back of your mind, oh, I'd hate that. Ooh, I would not like that. Always in the back of my mind, like, is he talking about me? Is he talking about her? What if he likes her more? What if the comparison kicks in? Like, was that Neena nicer looking? Did she have nicer outfits? Does she look better? Oh, nah. Nah, don't do it. Don't tell him. You guys seem to be hitting it off very well. Don't tell him. Nope, 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 nope. Nope, nope, nope. Don't tell him. Keep it all to yourself. No. Unless, nah, I don't even want to know. Like, I don't have a boyfriend, but if and when I do, I don't want to know about his past relationships. I don't want to know that stuff, man. I don't want to know because then it just sits in the back of your mind, and that's not unhealthy. That's just not healthy, dude. Nah, don't tell him. Don't tell him. Don't tell him. That's my final answer. No. Okay. 3 more questions. I'm gonna save the third question for last because it seems to be a little bit long. It's definitely a massive paragraph, and it's to do with a butter stick. So we'll answer these 2 first, and then we'll go to the butter. Okay. All right. Okay. How do I tell my husband that I'm not a fan of his greasy ponytail? Ugh. Oh, not another hygiene. Oh, no. Oh, yikes. Okay. Let's read this. Okay. When we were dating, oh, when? They're not together anymore. All right, problem solved. They're not together anymore. You like hygiene? I'm out. Okay. When we were dating, and for most of our marriage of 4 years, oof, they're even divorced. He had short hair. It wasn't until COVID that he started growing it out. Man, so many COVID stories, guys. I'm so sorry. Now I actually like his long hair. I love it when he wears it down and it's clean. The problem is he never wears it down, and despite me trying to show him the different things like conditioners and products and how to brush it, he's never had long hair, so he's not used to the effort it takes to maintain it. As someone that has hair to my butt, I 150% agree. There is maintenance to long hair like no tomorrow. It is so frustrating to maintain long hair, but goodness gracious, can you do beautiful things with long hair? I will admit that. So I can understand that he's not used to the maintenance side of long hair. That is very, very true. He doesn't seem interested in learning. He washes it with soap. Okay, no. No. Please no. You're telling me normal soap? He washes his hair with normal soap? Like soap? Not shampoo? Not hair mask? Please tell me he didn't drop the soap either. Okay. He washes his hair with soap and sometimes goes days without washing it at all. So he transforms into Jason Momoa into Ed from 90 Days Fiancé real quickly. All right, we all know Jason Momoa. Yeah, we all know him. He plays Aquaman. He plays in Game of Thrones. Yeah, we know him. Ed from the 90 Day Fiancé. I don't watch reality TV show personally. I'm not into reality TV. I'm not sure what 90 Day Fiancé is, nor who Ed is. But going from a comparison like Jason Momoa, who is a gorgeous man, to someone that's named Ed, I'm gonna assume she's talking like a number 10 to a number 1. Like, this is just what I'm going off here. I don't know who Ed is, but R.A.P. Ed. It's always tied back into a greasy, stringy ponytail. And he wears it in a high ponytail, which I hate because it makes him look like a cheerleader. Okay. That's how I put my hair sometimes. Crap. I sometimes put my hair in cheerleader ponytail because then it's like really out of my way. Okay, well, that's awkward. Okay. He also uses my bright pink scrunchie. No way. Okay. 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 He also uses my bright pink scrunchies and bows when we are around the house because it's convenient. Okay. Okay. Sorry, I'm just, sorry. And also because he thinks it's funny. Well, I mean, you got me laughing, so yes. But I don't find it unattractive. Oh, no, sorry. I don't find it attractive. I also don't want him to use my brush, my hair ties anymore because after he does, it just becomes his hair and it's nasty. True, I don't like using my hair. I don't like sharing hair ties and hair bobby pins and yeah, I agree. I don't like sharing hair products. I do agree. Imagine if JoJo Siwa didn't wash her hair for 5 days. That's what I'm married to. JoJo Siwa. I'm gonna do a quick little cheeky Google. JoJo Siwa. That's some long hair. American Dancer. I don't really know who she is, I'll be honest with you. But she does have the cheerleader ponytail. Very high, like very high on top of her head. So that's what she's married to. A man that has his ponytail at the very tippity top of his head. Okay, got it. How do I go about this? I don't really want to hurt his feelings, but his little hints I've been dropping, like trying to show him how to take care of his hair, has not been working. I'm starting to resent him, the total lack of physical appearance. It's the one thing to not comb your hair one day or just to stay in your pajamas, but his hair is straight up just gross and I cannot take it anymore. Yeah, look, I already kind of made my opinions on hygiene, especially hair and oil and blah blah blah. So, yeah, hurt his feelings. Be like, babe, your hair is not on. I refuse to have sex with you and give you any sort of intimate relations until you shower and clean your hair. That is disgusting. It's that simple. I will be blunt honest with when it comes to hygiene. You stank, get away from me. Nah. X no. No. Go away. Hardcore no. Disgusting. I can understand being in lockdown. Maybe you don't have a shower every other day. You know, maybe every second day don't have a shower. But to not wash your hair and let it become oily and greasy is disgusting. Wash that shit. Disgusting. Oh my god, the smell of like oily hair. Nah. But unfortunately, she said when we were dating and most of our marriage. So I'm assuming they're no longer together based off the way she worded this sentence or like this paragraph. I'm sorry that it didn't last. If that was the reason, if it was another reason, then, you know, maybe good on you. I'm not sure. But yeah, just be upfront and honest. Be like, babe, you stankin'. Get in that damn shower. Oh, hell no. Yikes. So the moral of the story, look after your hygiene. Just because you're in lockdown doesn't mean you can neglect yourself, okay, guys? Have a shower. Wash your hair. Wash your body. Clean yourself. Shave. Yeah, even if it is just some body wash and shampoo, it's better than using just a bar of soap. All right, second last question. Is it weird to be concerned about why your partner doesn't get hit on? I'm sorry, what? In what aspect? Like physically hit or like a girl checking him out? Hang on. Okay, let's read. Let's read. My friend and her boyfriend are in their early 20s, and a few months into their relationship, she tells me she realized her boyfriend doesn't get hit on, and he has had suspicious low amount of relationships, flings, and a crush. Wait, you're complaining that girls are not hitting on your boyfriend? What? Okay, hang on. Let's keep going. Let's not judge yet. She often thinks, why is she the only one who wants him and actively wants other women to chase him, but expects loyalty from him as well? So you want your man to get hit on by multiple women, but then to stay loyal to you. I understand the loyal part, yes, but you want other girls to hit on him? Okay, hang on. Let's keep reading. Apparently, she's puzzled. Like, why does this man who seems so perfect to her in every sense possible, but he doesn't pull enough women? Now my friend has always been a popular chick. She's had the chaotic relationships. She's had all eyes on her attitude. Okay, here we go. So I personally think it's her way of inventing a problem. And to be honest, it's quite judgmental on her part. Oof. You get her, girlfriend. I have met the lad a couple of times. They are really good together. She's still hung up on this thought that I'm just really unsure of how to help her. My friend is confused why nobody wants her perfect boyfriend and is kind of thinking I'm not getting enough female attention is worrisome, not appealing. So it seems like she has this perfect man in her eyes, but yet no one wants him. And so she thinks that there's maybe something wrong with him? What? Who cares? You're with him. I hate it when I have a boyfriend and other girls are oogling at him. I'm like, dude, don't look. Go away. You know what I'm saying? Yes, I did just hiss. So, what? I have no advice. I have no advice. I've never been in this situation before. What do you do when your friend complains that her boyfriend or girlfriend doesn't get hit on by other people? I don't know. I can't help you. I don't know. I don't know what to say. Just maybe be like, that's a good thing because it means that his eyes and his attention are always on you. Lol. It's Yandere, yeah. Yandere, girlfriend. But it's weird. Like, she wants girls to hit on her boyfriend. Is it like a low key? Does she have low self esteem, thinking maybe she thought he was the perfect man, and then because no one else is giving him the time of day, she's concerned that maybe he's not as good as she thought he was? I don't know. I actually can't answer this. I'm sorry. I don't know how to answer this question for you. I'm so sorry. I have no idea. One comment says she wants approval for her decisions. Approval? Who cares? Okay. Well, I can't help your friend out. I do apologize. Maybe tell her that's a good thing. Very, very low chance of him cheating on you. Congratulations. I don't know. That's so weird. Yeah, no, I've never been in this situation. I've never even had anyone tell me about that, so I got nothing. I'm running dry. I'm sorry. Yeah, no. No, not me. All right. That's good. Just put that one into the archives. We'll ignore that one. So this one here is the last question. Well, more like massive essay. This goes over 2 pages, so it's a long one. So why I waited for this to be last. We'll just jump right into it. All right, last question. How do I confront my boyfriend who kept secretly bringing sticks of butter into the bathroom for an hour or longer and always coming out with no butter when he finishes? All right, let's read. At first, I started to notice butter was disappearing quickly. I assumed maybe I lost track of how much we had, or maybe he was cooking something when I wasn't around. I don't know. But one night, a few weeks ago, I saw him try to stealthily take a stick of butter from the fridge, which I pretended not to notice, and he took the butter with him into the bathroom. Now, I've noticed my boyfriend spending an hour or longer of the time in the bathroom since we moved in. But I've never seen him take the butter before. I was so confused when he came out of the bathroom about an hour later, but I saw no signs of the butter. I'm trying to read this, and I'm reading comments saying he put it up the bum. Guys, please. You're making this difficult for me. Okay. Okay. When I saw him come out of the bathroom, he never had butter. But I also saw he did not put the butter back in the fridge when he was done. It was completely gone. I tried to subtly keep an eye on him, and over a week, he did this 3 separate times. Each time a stick of butter disappeared. Oh my god, 3 sticks of butter in 1 week? Are you kidding me? Finally, one day, oh my God, I said, "Where did all our butter go? I hardly used any of this week and it's gone." He pretended to not know and just said maybe we had forgotten to buy it. I said no, we had 4 sticks of butter before and now they're all gone. He just acted like it was a mystery and said, "Guess we should order some more groceries." Okay. By now, I was getting very confused. So I ordered groceries and made a point of saying, "Good, we finally have 4 sticks of butter in the fridge. This should last us quite a while." So she's verbally made this very well known. He made no comment. And on the first 2 days, whenever I used a small amount of butter, I would remark about how much butter we had left. So she's really prominent about making it very known. By now, finally, one day I saw him do it again. He took a stick of butter into the bathroom, was gone for an hour or so, and came back with no butter. I couldn't believe it. So when I made dinner, I acted shocked that 1 stick of butter was gone. He said maybe we only had 3 sticks of butter, and he knew I'd been making a point of it. The very next day, another stick of butter gone. Oh God, I'm so scared to continue this. I listened at the bathroom door. Oh God. I listened at the bathroom door and heard sink water running. And I thought I heard moaning noises. I was so confused. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Okay, hang on, next page. Finally, this time, when he came out, I said I know what he has been doing. I said, "You have been taking the butter into the bathroom." She confronted him. Oh no. Okay. He got all flustered and said, "I might be mistaken." But I said I literally seen him take the butter into the bathroom and come out without it. And I know that he's been lying to me about the quantity of butter in our fridge. He then started apologizing for misleading, but said, "Let's just not talk about it." And when he saw I was getting mad, he said, "What if I just order my own separate private butter?" Private butter? What does private butter mean? Oh my God. Okay. I was like, okay, but what are you doing with the butter? He asked me to promise him to never ask about butter activities again and to just put it behind us. What? He said, just look the other way on this one thing. And he stressed how it is not a big deal at the end of the day. And I was like, okay. He just told her to look the other way. No way. No way. No way. Don't look the other way. No. Oh my. Oh God. Oh, okay. Okay. I hope he's not eating it. Imagine how sick you'd be. Imagine eating all that butter. Okay. But I have been so confused and even disturbed about it. Like, what is he doing with this butter? Why was he lying about this butter? Why won't he tell me? I don't even think he's eating it. Damn it, I was hoping he was going to eat it. I don't think he's eating it because it is not an overweight guy. Oh, he's not an overweight guy. She wrote it. I feel like if somebody ate that much butter, they'd become a hefty. They become hefty. But he shows no signs of being overweight. Am I just like, who is this guy? So I decided to confront him again. Okay. This morning, I said, look, yes, you should buy private personal butter for your activities. But I said, I need to know what you're doing with this butter. He got very quiet and then said, fine. I'll let you know just this once. And he told me. He told me everything. I was so mortified and confused. I cannot tell you what it is, but I will say it is sensual activities. Up the bum. Y'all called it. Up the bum. Up the bum. Up the bum. Up the bum. Okay. Extremely sensual. Up the pee-pee hole. In the pee-pee hole. Up the bum, up the pee-pee hole. Where else is it gonna go? Where else is it gonna go? Where else is sensual? Extremely sensual. Up the bum, up the pee-pee hole. Okay. It was definitely an inappropriate use of butter. It's up the bum. I cannot even type what it is due to how graphic it is. On one hand, it's just butter. But on the other, I can no longer see him the same way. It's fucked. Their relationship is ruined. Their relationship is ruined. Like, how do you recover from this? Okay. I'm staying at my parents' house, but to make matters worse, a friend of his found my other post and sent it to him saying, lol, this must be about you. No way. His friend showed him the post that she wrote about butter thing. Oh no. Oh no. Oh god. Okay. I guess he used to do it in college too, and he's furious. And now other people I know IRL knows what he does with the butter. Oh my god. Oh. So his friends and people that they know IRL knows what he does with the butter. He is so angry at me for exposing his butter-based prolactivities. Now I have probably ruined my relationship and everyone knows my business, causing me shame and humiliation. Why are you humiliated? You didn't put butter up your butt. I don't understand. What? Why are you humiliated? He's humiliated. Okay. I can't believe what he does with the butter, though, and I don't think I can be with someone who does it like this. Who does things like this, sorry. I've considered it a momentariously fuck up for me to have ever confronted him about it, but this is my mistake because I can never unknow what I know. So I've confronted my boyfriend, I've discovered the sensual activities he does with the butter, and now our relationship is over. I have no words. Look, yeah, I think I would leave too. I'm sorry. I am all about exploring your sensual activities as she states it, but I don't think I could be with someone that uses 3 to 4 sticks of butter a week up your bum. I wouldn't be. I wouldn't. I could. I. I got no words. I am wordless. Would that not ruin your relationship? Knowing that your girl or boyfriend was doing that? How could you just turn the other way and ignore it when they do it multiple times a week? At least he's not going to run out of butter. Oh, I feel bad. Damn. Oh, I feel bad for her because she lost her relationship because, you know, she found out her boyfriend does things with sticks of butter multiple times a week in the bathroom for over an hour with the fucking sink going. Sink going, moaning for an hour? An hour? An hour? With 1 stick of butter? I, I have. I don't know what to say. Well, girlfriend may leave, but the butter is forever. The butter business be booming. Oh my goodness. I think what I find the most hilarious though is the fact that she made a public post about it, and then his friend found it, showed it to the boyfriend, and now his friends, his family, and IRL people that they know, like neighbors and stuff probably, they know what he does with the stick of butter multiple times a week. That is hilarious. Relationship is so ruined. I don't have sticks of butter. I just use the one that comes in like the plastic container, like the rectangle container. And it's like, you know, it's like you take off the lid and you scoop your butter, put the lid back on. Like, I don't use like sticks of butter. Um, oh, also, my butter, I don't put my. Okay, a question for the viewers, the listeners, and the commenters. Do you put your butter in the fridge or just on the counter next to, like, say, the loaf of bread? I put my butter on the counter. I don't refrigerate my butter unless it's like a really, really, really hot day outside and the butter is quite literally melting inside the container that it's in. Because butter in the fridge is very difficult to spread, right? Because it's hardened butter. So probably great for putting up your bum. But I keep my butter. I keep my butter on the countertop, just next to my bread. So bread and butter stays on the counter. I don't refrigerate it. I want to know. Like, I'm genuinely curious. In the comments, do you refrigerate your butter or do you put it in the pantry/counter? I want to know. I want to know. Make sure you guys put it in there. Okay. Um, I don't refrigerate it unless it's a really, really hot day and I can actually see the oil separate from the butter. But that's, yeah, no, other than that, it's always on the cupboard. I don't put mine in the fridge. It's just too hard to spread. But I suppose if you put your butter in the fridge, it's easier to go, you know, because it's firm and in a rectangle. Butter's in a rectangle shape. Do you think he puts his leg on the sink? I don't want to know. Oh my god, I'm thinking. Oh, I'm thinking. Like, okay, stop. I can't do this anymore. Did the guy refrigerate his butter? He did. She said that he would go into the fridge and get a butter. So yes, he gets cold butter. That's nasty. Oh my gosh, that's so nasty. Yep. Couldn't be butter. Okay. Ew. All right. Thank you, everybody, for coming in and listening to my very first podcast. It probably was a bit scuffed. I've never done a podcast before. I am way more than happy to take suggestions, feedback, criticism in the comments about how to improve, things that maybe I could have done more of, less of, etc., etc. The more information you give me, the more I can improve and make these more fun. I will not be discussing what topics I will be doing in the following weeks. However, every Wednesday, 9:30 p.m. JST, we will always do a live stream of our newest podcast, and then I will upload them to Spotify after the fact. Next week, we will have a guest. We will have our first official guest. I will not tell you who it is, nor the topic until I put the waiting room up. You will be happy and excited. I'm happy and excited. And that will be happening next week. So thank you for tuning in. I will be reading some comments at the end of next podcast onwards, because obviously there's no comments yet, because this is the very first one. So starting next Wednesday, I will be starting next Wednesday, I will be picking just a handful of comments and reading them at the end of the podcast, just to say thank you and see what you guys have put in there. So, don't forget to put some comments in there. Thank you so much for tuning in. I appreciate it. Hope you guys have a wonderful day. Stay safe out there, and I'll see you guys in the next podcast. Thank you so much. Arigato. Bye-bye. And cut. Okay, cool. That's gonna be for Spotify. That's gonna be for Spotify. Because I don't want to obviously read. I don't want to read donation messages. I don't want to read what do you call it? Your podcast is as smooth as butter. Oh, stop it. Yeah, I don't want to read any sort of alerts that went off. I don't want to do this tedious stuff for a podcast. So that way I know where to cut it. Also, I did see people were commenting a few lag bits, so I just want to say in advance, I'm really sorry about the lag. I did read that there's people were getting lag and they had to bail. I understand. I will be. I did record it, so I will be deleting the first I'll delete the start of the VOD when we're trying to organize, timing and all that, and I will delete this part of the VOD, because obviously it's just us having a little private one-on-one. So if you tune into the actual streams, then you get this. But if you only listen on Spotify, you won't get this part. It's always rehearsals. Always. What do you mean troll? What do you mean? What do you mean troll? Yeah, this is like the behind the scenes. Ooh, behind the scenes. Yeah. That's a good idea. This is the behind the scenes. Because I did record it as well, because I knew, like I said, you guys were getting lag, so I did record it. So I will be cropping it and only having audio for Spotify. And hopefully there will be absolutely no lag. So if you guys are already tuning in, so I don't really see why you'd want to listen to it again. But if you do listen to it again, in case you missed out on certain topics, the Spotify version should be very smooth, because I've done a direct recording. Am I lagging? No. Am I lagging? See, this is what I mean. We should submit entries for each week if they had stories that are relevant. Well, every week is going to be a different topic. So, and okay, so for these individual segments where I don't have a guest on, I think it'll be easier for me to just read people's stories and have like discussions on those stories. But when I have another guest on, we will be bouncing conversations off each other that it won't be too hard. You know what I mean? So when I get my guests in and we start the topic of topic. So like I said at the start, people like there were a couple of submissions in the Morrows about dating viewers, but I didn't want to answer them today because I actually already have that as a suggestive topic later on when I get a guest for that topic, because that's something that is really good to bounce off. You know what I mean? So bouncing off between, her and me and her and me. Everyone is lagging. Far out. So there's just no point in me talking right now. I feel like there's just no point in me talking. How do I fix this? But I don't know how to fix this. What is YouTube doing? I thought they were fixing this problem. There's nothing wrong on my end. Like, I have flawless, I have nothing. I've got 30 FPS, 7% CPU usage. All the girls have this issue. Ah, far out. Like, can we just go stream to a different platform just until this is sorted? Like, this is not okay. Like, this is actually really frustrating for everyone. Like, we're I know I know it's not my fault. Like, I know it's not. It is not my fault. And it's frustrating because I'm still here doing what I'm doing, and then people are like, sorry, we can't stay because it's laggy. And I don't blame you. I wouldn't stay either. But it's still frustrating to hear it. Because it's like, currently trying to get info from YouTube, but so far they're a pain. Well, no surprise. Fucking hell. I hate it. I hate it because I want to just chill out and have fun, but like when there is constant lag and delay, like yeah, I do not blame people at all. Like it's not fun. Raina had it last night. See, so it's not just me though. See, people are saying, "Oh, maybe it's your internet, or maybe it's the server that you're on." I'm like, "Well, it can't be because we're all in different locations. Like we're all spread out throughout the world, so it can't." And it's not even just like my company. Like it's also, I think I was watching someone from Prism and they had buffer. I think it was actually Yoda. I was watching Yetta play. I think it was the dinosaur game, Ark, and I think I was getting buffer on her stream. I was watching Selene from Niji Sanji, and she was getting a little bit of buffer during her Apex. Like, it's not even just like, you know, us. It's there's a few people. So you're using, yeah, I have DVR. I have it turned on, just to sort of like, yeah, I have it turned on. I had issues with Chazi last night as well, but I don't know if it was my end. No, it's probably us. Well, not us, but probably YouTube. So, back, what is YouTube? You said you got in hold of them. Like, what are they saying? So it's like not company, sorry. It's like YouTube's servers, not us. Shiki had it too from Prism, yeah. Well, isn't Reina NA? Reina's NA. And Reina, everyone's saying Reina had lag. She and Nami are NA. Did she and Nami have lag? What about Lua and Nene? They're Japan, like Japan time, like not time. They're Japan. Like, do they have? Try signing out and back in. Oh, fuck off. Oh, fuck off. Just the copy pasta, you're at fault. Oh, fuck off. Lua had lag? Yeah, well, and she's not even, like, she's not NA. She's not even, like, AU. Like, she's completely, like, what? That doesn't make any sense. A week? No, go. It's been going for, like, almost a month. It's been going for, like, 3 weeks. Aw, Chin. Stop it. You make me blush. Nene has. She had a few lags. Fuck me. I'll talk to management again and be like, guys, I know. Okay, look, I know. I completely understand, and I know and I understand that you guys, some of you guys don't like Twitch. I get it, and I understand, but until YouTube sorts their stuff out, we might not have a choice. You know what I mean? Like, what if we just streamed to Twitch momentarily for like a week or two and then download those VODs and then upload them to YouTube? So that way the VODs are still on YouTube, just not the live stream. That's still a possibility, by the way, because I know that Twitch deletes VODs after 30 days if you're not a partner. So we'll simply do the stream, download the VOD, and upload the VOD to YouTube. That way, management's still getting their click, they're still getting their, you know, their ad revenue and stuff like that. But you could upload VOD. That's what I'm saying. You could upload VODs. The click rate would be less because the click rate bases off, you know, your views and stuff like that. So generally after a stream, we get upward of what, maybe 1,200 views on a VOD, give or take, like 12 to 1,500 views on a VOD. So yes, the VOD views would be a lot less. Yes, they won't be as high. The click rate will not be as high, but it's still gonna be here. I still watch Twitch, Anakin, and I've personally not had any lag on Twitch. The only shitty thing with Twitch is their damn ads. They need to fix that shit, man. Ads are so crap. But would you rather have a quick 30-second ad every couple of hours versus this lag every couple of minutes? Like, surely a random ad is better than continuous lag, no? Oh, there are two, Hugh. You're not wrong. Yeah, no, you're not wrong. That you, yeah. You're right. You're right. No, I don't like pineapple on pizza. I don't like pineapple at all. Twitch is made only for streams, but it should be. Yeah, but like, surely doing streams on Twitch until YouTube fixes their stuff out is better than people constantly leaving and complaining. Like, surely they can see the benefit of, okay, well, let's just say, just for argument's sake, okay, let's just say I average 80 viewers every single stream. Just for argument's sake, I don't, but let's just say I do. 80 viewers every single stream. But the last 2 weeks, I've been only getting 50 people because people are leaving due to lag. Wouldn't it be better to keep those people but on a different URL link versus losing them altogether because of lag? Like, it just... Hello? They could still support you. You just could, put the donation link instead of YouTube, put it on there, and you still have all the other things. So, like, I don't really see what, like, why, you know what I mean? Like, I like YouTube. I don't want to stay here. Like, by the way, I'm happy to stay here. But in this very moment, constantly reading the lag issues, not only for me, but for the other girls and other companies, like, it's so frustrating. Like, it's just really frustrating. It's like, come on, man. I'll message management again, breathing. I know that Lua brought it up with them probably a couple of months ago. Nene brought it up with them. I'm going to bring it up with them. Like, we're just going to keep bringing it up with them. Not because, like, we're trying to force to change platforms. Not at all. But whilst this lag is what it is, I just feel like, what else are we going to do? I have flawless internet. Like, I genuinely have really good internet. Like, I'll do a speed test right now whilst I'm streaming to prove it. Let me go. Don't want to use... I'll use this one. I'll use this link. Yeah, just a temp solution. Exactly. I have 4 ping to the server. 4. 4 MS. 4. I am that close. Because I got fiber to the premises. My download speed is 544. Which is a bit lower. Usually I'm about 600. So yes, sure, it's a little bit lower, but still 500. My upload speed is 135. Beautiful, flawless for this. Higher speed helps with video calling, sharing large files, online gaming. Yeah, I know. I have all that. Like, it's not me. And, like, I'm looking at OBS settings right now. Status. Your stream is good quality. Thank you. I just don't know what else to do, guys. Like, I'm actually just... I don't know what else to do. I hate it. Like, I fucking hate it. My friend is really, like... my friend's, like, really into, like, computers and stuff. And I can maybe get him to come over, like, maybe on the weekend. No, I'm gonna be busy. I'll say maybe I can get my friend over on the weekend and he can, like, maybe look at my computer and maybe see if there's something very minor he can mess with, but yeah, I don't know what else to do. Honestly, Ames probably. But why would it happen all of a sudden though, Chin? Like we've been here for 5 months. Why now in the last few weeks has it just been so shit? We'll see, Hans. I'll message them. I mean, I doubt it, but if we can go to Twitch whilst YouTube has this, problem, they might make a post about it. Like they might do an official Kawaii post or something, maybe. Maybe. I don't know. I obviously, unless I get their permission, I can't do shit, so. Oh well. Anyways, I'm gonna end it here. Anyways, I'll message management. Like I'll send a message into their like I'll message them right after this and just be like, hey, by the way, what the fuck are you gonna do about this? Because this is not fun. But I hope you guys had fun. Like I said, please feel free to give me feedback on things that maybe you want to see more of, different of, how to improve. I generally don't do I've never really done podcasts. All I did was pretty much read people's stories and sort of like give feedback because it was kind of relationship related, so it's a bit difficult to not just read someone else's relationship stories, if that makes sense. So this is kind of a different type of topic, but if you have ideas on things to maybe make it more smooth and more flowy, so to speak, then by all means let me know. I feel like definitely having another person, like a guest on, will be funner because we'll be bouncing conversations off each other for that topic, which I think will go into little random tangents and stuff. Mainly the sort of solo podcast is kind of easier to read people's stories and discuss stories. But if that's not what a podcast is, then by all means, like, no hate at all. I'm happy to take the criticism. I'm happy to listen to the feedback. Let me know so I can make it more funner for you guys, okay? But thank you so much for coming in. We only had one donation from Metal that said, Daily Neens appreciation token. Very excited for your podcast. Haipu, good luck, Neens. Ganbare. Thank you so much, Metal. I appreciate you. Arigato, daisuki. Thank you so much. Thank you very, very muchly. Thank you. And I think that was, yeah, that's it. Because I said, yeah, no, that's it. Cool. All right. Let me go open up Spotify. Now, I don't know when I'm going to upload it because I do have to edit it. So I have to edit the first half and the second half. I got to crop it out. And then I got to, like, I don't know, make an account and, like, upload it or something. I have to look into it, okay? Let me look into it. So give me a couple of days, okay? Maybe I can, like, upload them on, like, every Sunday or something. Because I don't, yeah, you know what I mean? Because I don't work weekends. So maybe every Sunday I can upload so every Wednesday is, like, the live podcast, and every Sunday is like the uploaded to Spotify podcast type thing. I'll look into it. Let me look into it, guys, okay? I love you, and I'm gonna leave you. Have a great morning, afternoon, evening, and night wherever you're on the world. Please be safe. Thank you for tuning in. I'm so sorry about the lag. I want to fix it. I would love to do more of these. I'm happy to hear your suggestions. So be careful. Look out for yourselves. Arigato. Daisuki deo. Bye-bye, everyone. Have a good day. Okay? Bye-bye. And butter.